Hello, Minecrafters. Blazingly here. This is the bonus episode, and today we're gonna take a look at some worlds that came before the LP world, some testing worlds, some other worlds that I played alpha in, as far back as either sometime in 2019 or sometime as early as maybe December 2020. So we'll go ahead and jump into one of those worlds, and I'll see you there. So first up, we have the INFDEV world. If this storage layout looks familiar. This INFDEV world was made probably New Year's 2021. And I just had the idea to, hey, I'm going to play an INFDEV. And again, this house should look familiar too. And there's the skylight. Sorry about it being dark in game right now. I think that's fine. I have no idea. I should have tested with animals before I started recording. We spawned over in a latterly direction. And this is pretty much all I've done. I came over here, knocked down most of the trees on this island, and lit it all up. I think I did that the first and second nights in-game. And I did a bit of exploring over there. And in that mountain, there's a cave you can go to. Over here, we have our tree farm. Pretty standard tree farm I tend to make.
Fall down.
Except unlike the one we have now. Sorry, those mobs are really loud for me. I don't know how they're going to reflect in the video. But unlike in the current alpha world, I also don't have ladders here. This wood doesn't extend around to make a walkway like it normally would. This holds a full stack of the saplings, and got the saplings at the back as normal. Get you! Alright, we'll leave him alone. But besides the mines, that's pretty much it for this world. I'll show you the mines. It's nothing special, really. It's pretty much... Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! It's pretty much just like we have it in the alpha world. But we'll pop down anyway. And away we go. I swear, if you're playing in alpha, you have to make a water ladder. This is the top layer. I was doing multiple layers of these mines that I'm doing here. It looks like I only go up 3 blocks here instead of the 4. And going down to the final layer, we are down here. Again, I'm only going up 3 blocks from the looks of it. There's probably gravel here. And these are the mines. This is not the final version of this world. I've got diamonds over there. There was another one where I had this all dug out way more, and I was starting to slab it over because a lot of slimes were spawning. Kind of like what we need to do in the LP world, which I'm gonna get to that eventually. And that's it for this world, so we'll hop into the next one. I'll see you there. Alright, here we are. This is a testing world that I made come New Year's. It was probably closer to Christmas 2020, but I think I made this New Year's 2021. Again, this is not the final version of this world. This is the farthest back I could go. This is from January 17th, 2020. And this used to be converted to a water ladder that didn't work. Because instead of the water flowing the way the sun and moon rise, it flows the way they set, which makes it not work. I had a wheat farm over here I was doing testing with. I had a minecart track over here. I don't currently have the iron in this world to actually get that set up. There's the Ethos-style ring tree farm. Goes for 10, 12 blocks. Jeez, that's crazy. I did that for 12 blocks. Glass stopper above. And here's the old tree farm over here again. I had also started stripping that island of grass in the distance where I put that tall tree. And over here is the storage room concept I was going for, or I was thinking about at the time. If you've seen my beta world stuff, you can tell this is pretty similar to that, except here I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. I didn't know if I wanted to have multiple blocks per alcove and then have a display block, like, oh, this would be this. And, oh, well, there's an iron block. That's crazy. I forgot all this stuff was over here. That's crazy. Huh. Yeah. Then we'd have dirt in the middle and sand over here. At least I think is how that's supposed to read. I don't actually know. Had some tools over here too. So this would pretty much be a rehash of my beta storage room if I did it. This was what I was wanting to do early on. At the time of making this world and doing all this, I'd had the idea for probably about 2 years. You know, who says you can't run away from mobs in alpha and beta? Look at me. I'm faster than this dude. Really. Oh, it was more dangerous. You couldn't run away from the mobs. Well, yeah, if you're in a cave. And we'll pop on down. I'd had this idea for about 2 years. Oh man, I collected some clay in this world. Oh baby. I love you. I love the clay. Some armor, tools. Yeah, I don't have much iron in this world. I don't have any rails though. So that says to me I didn't do nearly as much mining as I thought I did. Oh dear. Some of the volume has been crazy with some of my recent videos. I've been trying to rein it in. I guess I need to do some testing before I actually start recording, huh? I mean, I like the music. I want it to play, I just don't want it to be so loud that I can't hear myself think. And down here was the reed farm concept. I forget how many reeds you get from this. And here's more storage room testing. Again, this is some pretty standard alpha beta building stuff here. You know, you got the wood and the cobble. Wood. Pretty standard. I wish I had the final version of this world, because over here, I dug out this massive area, had a wheat farm that was, it wasn't all flat on the ground, it kind of stared up, and then you had water source blocks behind the tilled dirt. And you could harvest it with a water bucket, but whenever you harvest wheat with water buckets in alpha, you don't get seeds from it. Over here, I had it was either a cobblestone or a stone generator set up. And this is one of the caves. I think this will take us down to the mines if we follow it. I don't know what happened to the final versions of a lot of these worlds. I swear I had them. I know I had them on my old computer. I'd probably have to look that up. And this is the mines. Again, pretty standard for Blazing Lee. And I did a ton of mining in this one. Again, it's not efficient, so that's probably why I don't have much iron. Makes me wonder how many times I died in lava in this world. I don't remember. But that's it for this world as well. Again, I did way more mining down here. I know I did. I guess we'll have to do the railcart shenanigans, the minecart shenanigans in the actual LP world. Which, you know, that's fine. I've actually been gearing up for it. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next world, and I'll see you then. Alright, we're in this world now. And again, this should look familiar. Turns out this is the world I had the lattice pattern in. I thought I had this in the INFDEV world, but apparently I had it in this one instead, and yes, I placed these iron ores in the ceiling to kind of break it up some. Ah, dang it. Still happens. Let's check our ores. Let's see what we had. Some coal, some iron, gold. Oh, wow. No diamonds. I guess I didn't collect any yet. Nope. I didn't think about putting lava up here till the alpha world. So if we head down... this was... No, this wasn't. This wasn't the area I started off in. This is my... this is the area I started off in. I came over here, I dug down. I had some chests here, had some over here. I may have had a little more before building that storage area above. I'm pretty sure this is the... Oh dear. Yeah, I didn't collect any yet. This is the world that came after I tried doing the series in Alpha 1.1.1 using Betacraft. But Betacraft kept crashing because of how it allocates memory. Gidget! Sit down! Yeah, it kept crashing because of how it allocated memory. Again, this is not the final version of this world either, which I was actually slabbing this area over too. Yeah, because these guys are a real pain to deal with. So heading back up. One more word about this storage area. I love the aesthetics of this place. Having the wool pillars, cobblestone, stone, and then the wood, and then you got the floor. Man. I guess that's where I got the checkerboard pattern idea, huh? Heading on up. I didn't... There's not real much that's been done up here. Here was a sign for my plans to do a tree, wheat, and a reed and cactus farm. I don't know why I was mapping out having farms first. You gotta be careful around here. Yeah, I got a Zambo.
Step aside.
And of course we have a tree farm. Dude, all your worlds are the same. Yeah, they are. This tree farm was much bigger than the one in the INFDEV world. It held a stack of saplings as well in between the 4x4 plots for the trees. I had this walkway here that went out. Instead of going only the 2 blocks needed for the trees, I went over an additional 2 blocks, and then I had my next plot here, and I ran it all the way down and all the way across. And again, I wish I had my final backup for this world. I was in a really bad spot mentally when I was doing this stuff initially, so that made me delete my saves at the time without a second thought. I tend to get I don't know, like I'd like to keep track of my progress when I do things, and it's nice to see how I evolved as I tried doing the alpha series that we're doing now. As a matter of fact, we're coming up on episode 10 soon. I just need to sit down and record it. But after this tree farm was all finished and I had the walls all the way around it, there was a back area somewhere out here. We spawned over on this beach in the distance, probably closer to this tree. This is the one where I saw the coal in the cave, didn't get it, and then wandered all the way around over to here, where I decided, oh man, it's getting night. Well, I guess I'll start digging down then. I died quite a bit down in those mines and in the caves. I'd say from ignorance. So after this tree farm was done, as I've been trying to say, we had an area back here that I built out of dirt and sand, and I was testing minecart stuff back here again. I had some redstone stuff set up using some of Etho's videos as a reference. And I even had a building constructed over there where spawn was. And that's all I gotta say about this world. Again, it's a shame I didn't keep more backups like I should have. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, now we're gonna hop into the Alpha 1.1.1 world. And yes, you'll notice it is bigger than our current Alpha series, because I did quite the bit of clay collecting and exploring. And of course, our spawn should look familiar. I have grown too attached to this INFDEV house, and this is how I actually did the floor when I built it. The game crashed so much when I was just trying to build this thing. And it was quite annoying, I gotta say. Again, unfortunately, this is not the final backup of the world. This is just one I could find, but that's fine. By finding this, I have the seed. Because in this world, for some reason, the clay blobs are massive. Goes over here. I mean it, like, this is why I had so much clay in this world, because these blobs were massive. I set the restriction to myself that I didn't want to collect the clay immediately where I was building things, because I, like how it looks on the ground and stuff with its natural generation. This one was actually blown up by a creeper. Yeah. I tried repairing it, but that is not how it was. It actually came out to here a bit more. But yeah, let's head to the actual base. That is spawn. And I built this really crappy bridge. I've seen how people build their bridges in beta. They build these massive bridges that have all the arches at the bottom, and man, I don't know, that's probably the best I can do. Because if I'm building a bridge up, it's important that I get there and have that bridge up as soon and as fast as possible. Because it sucks having to swim from there to there, or going around even. And then I had these wooden pillars with a torch on it to tell me which way to go. There's more clay down there, which is amazing. Yep, just going this way. And here's where we settled down. I'd have to go up there. Right, up we go. Again, the water ladder. The mighty water ladder. So, how things went, if you're not going to check the series out, that's cool. I actually can't recommend it, but I'm saying if it's there. It's there if you need something to put on in the background. Something crappy to put on in the background. Oh, man. So, what happened was, my first night, I spawned in, went over there, started busting down trees, came back over here, went over here. Then I went over here. There was coal there, and I got that. And gonna have to get these clouds out of the face. Went there. Then we came over here. This area used to be a bit hillier, if you can't tell from the stone. And instead of digging in right where I did, right where I entered down here, I went around this monolith. And I came up on this side. And we survived our first night up here. I didn't do any mining at the time until the next morning. Because I knew I needed glass for our skylights, obviously. And so I only had some chests set up down here. And then come morning, we headed down, back down the back of the monolith face. And went down to the beach, collected some sand, then I came back up. And then I took a page out of CoStar's book by digging this mine shaft. By digging this mine shaft down, all the way down, setting up glass block floors along the way. And yeah, we popped through here. I had to build this out a bit so we could have a proper tunnel for ourselves. And yes, this is a cobblestone barrier because I originally, in the final version of the world, I had all this grass cleared. That's it. That's within this cobblestone barrier. And I even had some cleared over at spawn, if I didn't mention. Yeah. I was really wanting to get the passive mob system up early. Unfortunately, I didn't have the resources for it. Oh yeah, there's a mob cage here that spawns zombies. The floor was full of holes, so they would spawn and then they'd walk off, and then they'd go down into this cave, where of course our mine shaft continues. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool finding that. And then there's another one. Pretty sure there's another one. There's another spawner. Because I recently watched my old BitChute videos, and yeah, it was over here. Yeah, I headed away from those zombies to try to get them to despawn, and then I found another mob cage. I didn't pull up this mossy cobble, though. I took the chests. Of course I took the chests. I need those for my storage room, man. Chests are more valuable than diamonds to me. You can't store things in diamonds. You can store things in chests, though. Alright, so that's how we got there. Heading back down. First lava source. Pretty cool. Going back down. Yeah, these are the mines you've come to know and love. Or love and or hate. Or you've grown to despise and hate. That Blazingly does. I don't remember if this was much bigger than this, but for the third time this episode, I'm pretty sure I was slabbing this off in the final version again. We don't have many any slimes down here right now, I think, but I wanted to be sure. And of course, heading back up, because you know we're not done up here. I might have to wait till daytime. Still gotta really go over this storage area. This is the storage I threw up. Had quite a bit of iron for the little bit of work I did in this world at the time. That's our misc stuff. Dirt, gravel, sand, glass. Yeah, I needed sand. And you'll see why, or at least the beginning of why I wish I had the whole backup from back then. Had a set of diamond tools. I didn't use them. I don't know why. I think I was being stingy with my diamonds again. And we got our food here. With some furnaces for making some bacon. The crap. Yeah, I don't remember why that was there. I guess to remind me this was here. Put a painting up, because I keep forgetting you can make paintings in Alpha. We have a water source over here to collect. That's my massive clay supply. And, I mean massive sarcastically. You know, just from looking at the tree farm, why that is, why I have so little of this right here. So, I had so much clay, and I wanted something to do with it. And at the time, I had never made my tree farm brick. Normally, it was wood, cobble, stone slabs. Kind of like it is in our alpha world right now. Although I've been working on expanding it, trying to lay a foundation. And I needed to have this viewing platform because this thing... Whoo, doggy, just look at that. That looks... It's beautiful. Minus the creeper over there. I think they spawn on leaves when the graphics are set to fast. It's okay, we can deal with them, I think. Yeah, we got 3 stacks. Alright, we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for daytime. And then we'll head to the last thing that I need to show you in this world, or that I want to show you. The last thing of significance. So I'll see you then. Well, now that it's daytime, I actually have a few more things to tell you about this tree farm. This wooden balcony used to go all the way around it in the final version. And I wanted to try to maintain at least 2 blocks from the build. I should have went out an additional block for these fences on the corners. I can go through and change that at a later date if I really want to continue playing in this world. I used to have ladders right here that would come up. Say I was coming from this direction from harvesting clay and it was getting dark. I could sail the boat on around, hop up, and then climb these ladders that were right here. We can drop down, actually. Yeah. All of this area here behind this was filled in with cobblestone. Even under here, I filled all that in with cobblestone so it would look like this. I like how that looks. It certainly looks better than the dirt. And, alright, if you're comparing this to the INFDEV World 1, remember this wall started hugging these slabs. Well, now you have this walkway around, like we do in the Alpha World, except, I thought I had more chests on the sides here. I must be thinking of another time I built this. I've built this tree farm in so many different worlds. Oh dear. I think I have a problem. I think I'm addicted to this tree farm. Yeah. And as I do, right there, got our ladders, and we can walk around the walls, which is really nice. Used to have the wood balcony all the way around here. I put fences up on it too, except where the doors are, in an attempt to keep hostile mobs out. And yes, that kind of gives it away, doesn't it? Does that look familiar at all? If it doesn't, it should at least be vaguely familiar. If you go to my Reddit page, Xenon Sulfur, I can link it in the description. I'm also going to put all the seeds of these worlds in the description as well. in case you want to boot any of these up and use NBT editor to play in any of them. So, again, if you go to my Reddit page, Xenon Sulfur, you can see that, I have a screenshot. I'll probably put it up. You know, you won't have to go check something out, especially if you're on mobile, because that'll reload YouTube, and that's really annoying. You can see that I was building pretty much the storage room we have in the alpha world, but on a larger scale. Also, this is a custom circle that I made. Let's see. I think these are 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, those are 7. And instead of going out 2 blocks and then connecting up and then going in another 2 blocks, it goes out 2, in 1, out another 2, and then it meets up and changes direction. In the final version, I had this in between these wool spaces covered with glass. I went about that episode where I decided, hey, we're going to start the storage room. I went about it in a completely wrong way. The worst way possible, actually. Instead of building the storage room, I started digging a freaking hole. But, the idea for this storage room was to have an above-ground section with alcoves like this, and it was going to be built out of sand. As the screenshot shows, if I put it up. I hope I do. I hope I remember. I should get to this part in editing and be like, oh yeah, I gotta put that up. No. And, oh my days, why are you so loud? So, as I was saying, the plan was to have above ground sections. Above ground branches. No! Stupid chicken. That's it, you're dead! You and your friends are dead! Where'd you go? You're dead!
You are inferior.
Worth it. Oh, I could have shot him. Oh, man. That's what happens when you act without thinking. Oh, dear. Okay, getting back on it. Getting back on track. The plan was to have branches that would, of course, run from here and then go down. And I had to bulldoze that hill. I had to bulldoze that whole section. These sections were, these branches were long. And I mean, they were even longer than the ones in the current alpha world. I wanted to go completely over the top with this storage room. And you can see we got this one meeting the grass here. So guess what I had to do? I had to dig out probably about a good 11, maybe 13 blocks width. So I probably had to go out to about here on both sides and dig all that out just so we could build this storage room there. And I did that. I did. I was laying the lava canals. I was laying these lava canals. I wish I had the final version so I could show you, but I deleted it in a, you know, bad frame of mind, which sucks. It's not nostalgia to me. It's more like, hey, this is my history. This is my history, and I wish I had it. You know? So, if you're watching this and there's anything for you to take away, make backups. Keep them. Even if you think they're crap. Even if you think they're crap. You might want to come back to something that you thought was bad at some point, or that was, you bit off more than you could chew, which is what happened here. Alright, because this branch started here, and it ran quite a ways. 2 here. This is probably where our circly bit would be for this side, the platform. You done, son? And your friends, too. So I had to dig all that out. And, as a matter of fact, if that runs that long, imagine how long it was running towards the tree farm. That thing would have been under the tree farm. So I dug all that out. I didn't actually dig the area for the circly bit. I was I was trying to save that for a later date. All the digging and the work I had to do really had me burned out. Had me frustrated, not only because, you know, that's a lot of work for me. You know, I tend to move a little slower than most people do when they play Minecraft. You probably can't tell from looking at the alpha world now, but I've been trying some different ways of thinking out whenever I approach this recently. And I know I've rambled on way too long. So it's time I try to start wrapping this up. Yeah, make backups so you can come back to your own history if need be. I wish I could show you guys that, but I'd have to rebuild it. If I was to rebuild a branch from this storage room just to show you guys, I'd probably have to build 2. I'd do this one, because filling water in is easier than digging blocks away from me. And I'd do this one, running this way, because I wouldn't have as much to dig out that way. Maybe that's something I can do off camera. We'll probably see if I can bring myself to do that. That is a slog. It's gonna be a slog for me. But, yeah, sorry for rambling so much. I am Blazing Lee. Thank you for watching. And, again, seeds in the description. Seeds are in the description. Yeah, seeds are in the description. Thanks for watching. Blaze your own trail.